One thing that I've always found funny is my friend once said Mannie Libbok looks like a Khoisan. He looks like he hunts real well, which was hilarious because he's got instincts on the field that are like a hunter like instincts. So I always look at him, I'm like, this guy is not even just looking for space, he's looking for water. Hello and welcome back to the reaction channel, and today we are going to be discussing Mannie Libbok's move to Japan. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Leave your comments on the comment section. Let me know what other content you would like to see on this channel. And I've only recently started doing rugby reactions. This, I believe, is my second video, and we're gonna be talking about something that has come, I think, as good news, or at least for me, seeing Mannie Libbok move to Japan. Now, this is from the official website. It's from the official YouTube channel of the Hanozo Kinetsu Liners. And as you guys know, Mannie Libbok, South African player, and he's done his time in South Africa very, very young. I believe he might be 29, maybe 28 or something like that. He's done all his time in South Africa. He's played for the Sharks, he's played for the Bulls, and he's played for the Stormers. And recently, with the news of the arrival of Sasha Feinberg, he decided that his time in Cape Town was up, and he took a contract to move to Japan. Smart move, by the way. Very smart move, especially in this stage in his career. Now, he hasn't taken a lot of damage or hits from South African rugby, and it's fair to say that it's good that he's looking out for himself. And you know, if you know the history of Mannie Libbok, you will understand that at some point during his stint in South Africa, it was nothing short of horrible treatment from the fans. People claimed that he couldn't kick. People blamed him for every loss. People were not happy seeing him on the field. They claimed that his strategy was the reason why the Springboks couldn't get it done at certain points in time. And you know, when you look at Sasha and you look at Libbok right next to each other, I think those players are very similar. Not the same, but very similar in that they bring the exact same thing. I mean, Sasha, people say Sasha's kicking is better, but I would argue that if you watch his recent form, it hasn't been as good. Obviously, you can make the argument that maybe he's just having 2 off days and it could get better, but tactically, maybe he kicks better. You could make that argument, but honestly, when it comes to gameplay, planning, open play, like line out moves from the line out from the scrum, they're both equally as talented. So it's a toss up on who you would choose to have start, to be fair. And you know, discrediting Mannie Libbok is not really ideal. Luckily for him, he's getting a second lease on life, and he's moved to Japan, where he's going to be starting for the Liners. And this is a move that we've seen a lot of high profile players make in the last month or so. So we're gonna check out this channel as they welcome him to his new club. So guys, here we go.
last time you were in Japan?
The last time I was in Japan was 2013. I for the school with Danapina, where we played in the Cynics World Rugby Youth Tournament.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
So it's been like, what, 12 years?
Yeah, it was
You know, just on a side note, I like how this video is also in French. I'm not exactly sure who's watching this in France going, oh, we could have had money. He left and went to Japan and we cannot get a hold of him. But yeah, it is actually in French and it looks like it's also in Japanese as well. So yeah, interesting. This is why, you know, rugby, or it doesn't work as like an overall structure because of where it matters. Geographically, it matters in different areas of the world, almost every corner. But you know, in Asia you have the Japanese market. You would say somewhere in the Americas you can count Argentina. And then you say in Europe, in France, it matters in England, and then you go down south to Africa, it matters in the south, South Africa, and then you go to the other side of the world, Australia, New Zealand, mad rugby nations. So it's fairly spread out, but it's very hard to like bring it into one sort of entity. It can never really be centralized, is what I think, which is it's a miracle how we even have a World Cup.
When you were here last time, did you come to Hanazono or you didn't come here?
No, not here.
Okay, so first time.
First time.
Yes, we are all victims for ads.
To znaczy, że emerytura jest bliżej niż myślisz. Zainwestuj w dodatkową emeryturę z ING.
Mediamarkt istnieło 27 lat. Im więcej kupujesz, tym więcej
Victim
zyskujesz.
of
Czwarty
ads.
produkt zgarniesz tylko za złotóweczkę. Nie czekaj.
See a little bit in there now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get to see inside there tomorrow.
yeah. I can see from here, man. Amazing people.
You guys won the championship.
No, it was good, man.
Yeah.
It was good. Just happy we could get the job done.
Right, right.
Yeah, we obviously wanted to win
Yeah,
the championships. That's why you play.
yeah.
And yeah, just stoked we got the job done in the end. And it was a tough season. It
Yeah.
was a tough campaign. As everyone saw, it was tough. It was
Yeah.
tough.
Definitely.
But it was awesome as well. It was nice to be a part of, and obviously when we did win the championship, it was so nice feeling, because the fact that it was so tough. It's things you go see, things you go do there, or
You can go to the top right, and
Yeah, and then
Kintetsu,
you look-
they have a theme park
okay,
on the top of the mountain, and
Okay.
you might get a chance to go there while you're here.
yeah.
Yeah,
we must go
because they
there,
run a
yeah.
theme park, and it's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, we must
Yeah.
go there. I want to check it out.
Definitely, you'll like it.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, man.
Out of interest, mate, have you played against Quaid or Willie before?
Yeah,
Is-
I played against Quaid.
I don't know which Quaid he's talking about. Cooper? Because isn't that was like, it must have been like towards the end of his career. Mannie was just starting, so I don't know.
When was that? 2023?
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually made my first start. My first start for the
Right.
Springboks was against Australia.
Yeah.
And obviously I was playing against Quaid.
No
was-
kidding.
Oh yeah, Quaid did come back for that one stint, and you know, Australia have been looking for answers in all the wrong places, to be honest, because I think they do have the talent, but it's all playing rugby league, so
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. and obviously Quade was someone I look up to
Right.
growing up, you know, watching him play. Yeah.
This is where all the players that have played in the club, all the names are on here. So your name's going on here as well.
Me, Pete, Reino,
Yeah.
Margaret Jensen, Burger, Kieran.
I think that's where everyone
I'm very happy that Japanese rugby is getting all these players that are on their way to retirement, but they're also getting a good mix of young guys that just want to make money, and they haven't necessarily gotten all the opportunities they could get where they live. And so they're getting a lot of rugby experience, a lot of very good rugby players there to develop the game further in Japan. Because as you guys know, in Japan, the problem with rugby has always been like, rugby has always had a problem that it gatekeeps everything. From talent to good refs to whatever, they just gatekeep everything. So if you're like a tier 1 nation, you play other tier 1 nation countries. But if you're tier 2 nations don't play tier 1 nations. Tier 2 nations play tier 3 nations. Or tier 2 nations, and it's like they just never get better. A famous quote that I think even reference is, one time I actually heard a Georgian player that they just played, I think, South African A. They didn't even play the main guys. A couple of years ago, before they toured South Africa, and literally after the interview, the guy said he had never played rugby at that intensity before. And that's the biggest problem. People don't know what it actually looks like to be a pro in rugby. That's why rugby doesn't get as big as it is, because it's just they gatekeep everything.
Good to see you too, sir. Good to see you.
So that's gonna be a bit tight.
Extra.
Do you like tight?
I actually like it tight. Actually, to
You
be
do?
honest. Yeah,
You
yeah.
like tight? All right. Yeah.
I don't like to give any room.
Which tights is he talking about? Because
Try to grab me.
Oh yeah, that's good. That looks good. There we go. Lovely, mate. Do you still have the jersey from your first game? Did you keep it?
From my first start,
Yeah, did you keep the jersey?
definitely.
Why, and when did you start playing rugby originally? What was the motivation?
To be honest with you, I started playing rugby when I was a little boy.
Right.
I think around, what was this now? 8, 7, 8, 9. I started playing rugby
Yeah.
in the backyard with my brother and my nephews, you know, and
Right,
then
right.
later on started playing touches in the street,
Yeah.
where I grew up. And yeah, I think that's the love starts with. Is the fact that obviously played from a young age, and we love to play in the streets, me and my
Yeah.
friends, and you know, and obviously watching the guy rugby as well,
Right.
from a small.
one thing that I've always found funny is my friend once said Mannie Libbok looks like a Khoisan. He looks like he hunts real well, which was hilarious because he's got instincts on the field that are like a hunter-like instincts. So I always look at him, I'm like, this guy is not even just looking for space, he's looking for water. He's always logged in, and it's a compliment, but it's hilarious as fuck. Because he's got the high cheekbones, and it's the same thing that I have too, and it's hilarious.
Young age, sorry, young
Yeah.
age.
How old were you when you realised that's when I was professional?
I actually, to be honest, I was around 15, 16.
Right.
Yeah, that's when I told myself, nah, this is what I do. This is what I want to do.
Right.
For a loving, you know, and when I'm done with school.
Right.
So, and then I took it from there. I took it very seriously.
Who's the who would you say is the best player you've played with and the best player you've played against? And there's a lot of good players out there.
There's a lot. There's actually that's a very good
The way you laughed at that, I feel like you was about to say me.
question, man. To be honest, now I'm playing with so many good players. You know, from forwards to backs, and against. In my time, you know, like we just talk about now, because I said Kuwait, played against Kuwait.
Yep.
Ichimuanga is up there as well. Guys that played against. Personally, in my position, and guys.
Yo, shout out to McDonald's, bro. This looks like the McDonald's logo, just done by an actual person who cares.
Did I play with a lot. The whole Springbok team. with that guys, it's unbelievable. Obviously, you watch them work. You see how they go about it, their business, how they work.
Right.
And then they love on the field and winning. You know, I see it in front of me. So
Right.
yeah, I can't leave anyone out because it's pretty everyone.
Is there something about the Springboks mentality that makes you guys strong?
Team first, mate. Working with guys, the guys that won so much already in their lives. You can think the level is different. The level is high. So you can't be below par. You can't just go through things and stuff. You have to be, your standards have to be up there as well. Your intensity has to be up there as well. Mentally, physically, because they want to win and we all want to win.
Right.
And we have world-class coaches that give us all the tools to go out there on Saturdays or on game days to go and perform and go express yourself and be yourself with them. Yeah.
You can tell that rugby players are not like soccer players. You can just tell by the way they answer questions. You ask a soccer player, the kind of players that they also, the kind of like way that they ask soccer players, like when they come to a new club, like what impact do you think you're gonna have and stuff like that. And you know, rugby players are always like team first, team first, team first. Reference to this guy, reference to forwards, reference to backs. So like egocentric, like I can't wait to do my celebration. Ooh.
3, 2, 1, go. Just keep looking at the camera, good. And done. Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
Send me, brother.
Simple.
Ja, bietjie. Hoeveel onderland, man? Wou nog even vlug.
No idea what you guys are saying.
You have no idea what one I've got out here.
Well, I know it's Afrikaans. That's all I know. Sashi, that's good. You met Yamashita before in Cape Town.
I didn't recognize. Like,
yeah.
uniform.
Yeah.
And then I'll pick up some weight.
No way, man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
100%, man. Thank you.
Alright, cheers. Have a good one. Right.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Time to get some brewskis now. Look at this face, bro. This face says, bro, the brasa is coming with us. Time to have a lekker Joe in Japan. Bro, you ain't gonna see your player alive tomorrow, bro. He's just gonna be going through the motions. He's gonna be in the press conference, Mannie. How do you like it in Japan? I love Japan. Great people, great atmosphere, great clubs, you know. Mannie, over here. Oh, my bad, bro.
Boys.
So I believe this must have been a game, and it was halftime in the changing rooms. I don't know if Mannie was coming off the bench or not. I will say this, guys. You know, if you've noticed, I'll definitely say that Japanese players play on better pitches. This is supposedly people that have played a full half of rugby. Now, unless these are backline players, this is totally unacceptable, bro. You can't have clean shorts, clean haircut. I mean, this guy still looks like he has his fucking lineup. Did he cut his hair like right before the coach walked in? Like, hey guys, you know, it's time to put on some more effort on the field. This guy is definitely on the bench. You can just tell he's fine. But like everyone else, I don't know. Either that or the pitches are fake. The grass is fake. Maybe there's pavement underneath and they're fake grass, and it barely gets there. They basically sweep it every morning before they have to play a game. But yeah, if you think about like some of the other places that you have to play, like especially in South Africa, you have to play like in try conditions, like where there's just dust. You kick the ball, you just see. Or like the muddy stadiums of New Zealand. Oh, that's quite Cooper. Coops.
2 weeks. How's the body in there? Was his body feeling good? Yeah. Luckily, like a week now after the championship.
Craig Cooper looking like he owns a gambling ring right there, bro.
NFL tour now starts 1 of November. That's good. It'll work for me, bro. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just telling them the story about me playing my first game. I start my first game for Springboks at 10. Yeah. Obviously, once against you in Australia, against Australia for Loftus. Yeah. You remember that game? Yeah, that was my first start for South Africa. 2023. You just turned it on too. It wasn't a good game for me to play. But it was a nice game.
This Quaid is honest, bro. Quaid knows that, man. By the time I rolled out to Loftus, my international career was damn near over. It's a shame. I think Rugby Australia has fumbled with a lot of talent. Think about Israel Folau, bro. And the productivity that they missed out on him because he was a Christian boy. They were like, nah, bro, back to the shadow realm. Because you think all gays are going to hell. That's exactly what they said, and it was an unfortunate situation, but they lost out on a good player. Trust me. Quaid's also had his own controversy. Meanwhile, James O'Connor is back after being a cokehead. That's, you know, sometimes I do think that rugby has, the rugby media has, they pick and choose who they want to crucify. And it's actually kind of embarrassing how they do that. I don't know how they do that.
Nice game though. Well, I remember saying after that game, because you were just left foot kick this way, right foot this way, and you guys just playing. Yeah. No, it was good. The game, you sent me into retirement. Eh? So you sent me into retirement. No.
See, exactly. You sent me into retirement, brother. At first I wasn't sure, but after I played you, I was like, nah, look at Mannie catching. Nah, brother, hell. I would never send you to the shadow realm. Yes, you did! Go back and watch that YouTube video when Mannie Libbok first started for the Springboks at 10 against Quaid Cooper. They toasted, and I don't remember the score. I'm acting like I watched the game live. Probably not, but yeah.
part of, see your journey, bro. And then now to work with you here, bro. So I'm excited, man. Like, to see what you've been doing, bro. Like, you've always as your team, how you've been playing that win that in New Zealand, bro. That was massive. Yeah, I know you before. So it was waiting for yourself. And you came on, directed the team, man. It was a big one. It was a massive step. It's awesome, bro. Yeah, man, I'm excited about that. Me too, man. Me too.
ポイントだけ。
You guys to continue to practice, right?
で、後半も自信を持ってやったらやりきったらいい。
Everything that we do within
今
our shape.
やってる。
Looks like it's a good club. 62 points to 26, and it's filled. Well, at least one wing of the stadium is completely filled. I'm not sure if the... I guess they're building rugby in Japan, but like I'm saying, I think they should have done this earlier. Like, imagine if you had built rugby in Japan for a long time, because rugby is essentially for the working class, and there is a large majority of Japanese people are the working class. As you know, they feel abandoned by their top systems, which is where rugby comes in. You have a few players and you move on, but yeah. Umanga Jensen. Umanga Jensen.
Kiedy chcę kupić koła, opony lub felgi, wchodzę na OLX. OLX, każdy zyskuje.
To jest kolejna śmierć w przeciągu ostatnich tygodni.
I'm tired of these ads, bro. There's ads within ads within ads of other ads on YouTube. This is exactly what this is. Fucking corpo.
Last week, we see everybody working hard, and that's what we got on the scoreboard. So well done. Keep marching, boys. Well done. So yesterday, Mannie got here.
Yes, konnichiwa, boys.
こんにちは。
Mannieです。Awesome to be here.
一緒に作っていくのを楽しみにしてます。とりあえず来れて最高です。みんなと一緒に練習。
And enjoy your weekend, and see you guys on Monday.
Really interesting how in Japan they actually take this stuff very seriously. Like the player unveil, you know, showing up to the club, having a talk show, being in front of a bunch of people. You know, they treat it like a spectacle, like how it's supposed to be honest, because this guy is a superstar, and they do it for Ronaldo, they do it for Messi. Why not do it for Mannie? And it's good that Japan's taking this a bit more seriously. Not so much as grandiose as they would maybe in a setting like New Zealand and stuff. But I guess everything's subjective, because that's why we love rugby. It's not an individual thing, right? It's a team effort.
Hi everyone.
Oh, look at the fans out here. Look at these little Japanese kids like, oh, sign my anime t-shirt. I think it's great. It's good for the game, and the reach that rugby has had is absolutely like fantastic.
Alright, you guys good? High five? Yeah. T-shirt, signed T-shirt?
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy everyone. For me, obviously first and foremost, I want to bring positive energy, new positive energy to the group. Champion. Oh, yeah, champion. The reason why obviously I like to go to players, my team is champs, so that's why they call me champion. I'll see you on the I'm very excited to join this. Everyone is so welcoming.
Interesting. Wow. Very, very happy for Mannie Libbok. Happy that he's moved on and his career is probably gonna take off from now. He's gonna be obviously able to take care of his family now with the move to Japan, and you know what? Good for him, man. You know, for a very long time there was this stigma within Springbok rugby that smaller players could never really get the shot, and you know, ever since they introduced Chess and Kobe, I mean, there were smaller players before then, don't get me wrong, don't come for me in the comments, but it was a real stigma to be like, let's just keep it things tall and huge. And it was embarrassing for a while, but because they were not playing rugby that was expansive, quick, dynamic in any shape, way or form, I would argue they were just doing pick and drive, shake white pick and drive method. But they've changed it, you know. They've brought in all these smaller guys, and they've all shown what they can do. Because to be honest, all these guys can tackle now, bro. It's all about technique, as opposed to back then when everyone was just hoping they would bring the guy down by ducking under. No, bro. During the Lomu days, the dark days of rugby, people were wearing baggy uniforms and stuff. But yeah, shout out to Mannie. He's back on his tights. I'm excited to watch. Maybe I will react to maybe a few Liners games. I'm interested to see what's going on in rugby in Japan, because practically I watch Super Rugby and URC right now. Maybe some Curry Cup and internationals, obviously, but I haven't really invested in the game overseas as much as I would like to. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what else you guys want me to cover on this. And as always, we'll see you on another one. Cheers.